Hello, kids! Welcome back to our science class. Once again, this is Teacher Joy Sherry C. Pandoy. Sit back, relax, and enjoy learning with me. We are now on Quarter 3, Module 2 lesson, which is entitled Materials that are good conductors of heat and electricity. But before that, let me remind you first to kindly get your module, your ballpen, and then please find a comfortable place in your house where you can answer your module. So, dili na ta maglangan. We will proceed to what I need to know part. This module was designed and written in a way that suits your understanding and needs. It is here to help you master understanding why some materials are good conductors of heat and electricity. After going through this module, you are expected to discuss why some materials are good conductors of heat and electricity. And that is our goal for today's learning. Sa grade 4 pa mo, na-learn na ninyo nga ang conduction may usa ka paagi nga ang kainit mabalhin ngadto sa laing material. Different materials differ in the way they conduct heat and electricity. Some materials are good conductors of heat, while others are not. Answer Activity 1 for a quick review. So this is the directions for Activity 1. Determine if each material is a good conductor of heat and electricity or not. Draw a smiley face if the material is a good conductor of heat. And draw a star if it is not. So, unsa to inyong buhaton? Mag-draw lang og happy face or smiley face kung ang material is good conductor of heat. And star kung dili siya conductor of heat. Okay, let's have number 1. Aluminum. Kanang gipangbuhat nga ang mga pots, no? Some pots are made of aluminum. Kanang mga cooking materials nato, those are made of aluminum. So what's your answer? Is it a happy face or a star? Yes, it's a happy face. And aluminum is a good conductor of heat. Number 2, cloth. Good conductor ba ang cloth sa heat? Will it allow the heat to transfer kung natay cloth? Kabantay mo, unsay gamito nato kung init kayo ang kalaha. Di ba magamit ta og pot holder which is made of cloth. Mulapos ba ang kainit? Mo transfer ba siya dayon? Dili, di ba? So what's your answer for this? Sakto. It's a star. A cloth is not a conductor of heat. Now, it is your task to answer numbers 3 to 10. Take a few minutes to examine the pots and pans in your kitchen. Pero kabalo ko, perminti na ninyo nakita, no? So, unsa man inyong nabantayan sa inyong mga kalaha o kaldero? What are these pots and pans made of? Unsa man nga mga material ang gigamit sa pagbuhat sa kaldero? Sakto. Most of them are made of stainless steel or aluminum. Kasagara sa itong kalaha o kaldero nga gigamit sa balay, mga hinimo gikan sa stainless steel or aluminum. Why do you think they are suited for cooking? Ngano kahang kani gid sila nga mga materials atong ginagamit sa pagluto? Kana nga mga pangutana matubag later during our discussion. Karon, moadto na sabta sa what is it nga part sa inyong module. Conductors are materials that allow heat and electricity to flow freely through them, allowing heat and electricity to be transferred from the source. Ang conductors nagtugot sa kainit ug sa elektrisidad nga mabalhin gikan sa source. Most metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Kasagara sa mga metals o mga puthaw are good conductors sa kainit o sa elektrisidad. These includes aluminum, steel, iron, tin, nickel, copper, gold, silver, and brass. There are two reasons why materials are good conductors of heat and electricity. So naay duha ka rason nganong ang materials or nganong ang metals rather kay maayo siya nga conductor sa heat and electricity. Unsa ay naa sa metal kana atong hibaluan karon. Number 1, metals have metallic bonds. Particles are very closely packed, allowing heat to transfer very quickly. So, lantawan niyo sa picture, muna ang particles sa metals. No? Very close sila, dikit kaayo, that it will allow the heat to transfer very quickly. Tungod silang kadikit, dali ra kaayo ma-transfer ang kainit. Okay, nasabtan ra? Number 2. Metals have delocalized electrons, meaning electrons are free to move around easily and carry heat from one particle to other particles. So, ang mga metals daw, naa sila electrons nga free kaayo mo lihok no magtuyok-tuyok ug magdala-dala sa kainit gikan anang isa ka lingin padulong sa lain na pud nga lingin or sa lain nga particles muunang paspas siya mo conduct og heat and electricity. Cooking pots and pans made of metals make cooking faster because they quickly allow heat transfer from the stove's flame to the food being cooked. So, kanang atong magipanggamit nga kaldero o kalaha nga gibuhat gikan sa metal, mas dali makaluto sa mga pagkaon, no? Nga atong gipangluto kay nganuman moalaw siya sa heat nga mo transfer gikan sa stove padulong sa pagkaon nga atong giluto or giluto sa inyohang parents. Not all materials are good conductors of heat and electricity. Dili tanang klase sa materials, children, maayo mo conduct sa heat and electricity. Materials that are non-conductors or do not allow heat and electricity to flow through them are called insulators. Ang tawag sa mga materials nga wala nag-allow sa heat ug sa electricity nga modaloy dito sa ila or mo flow sa ilaha or mo transfer, di siya mo allow og transfer sa heat and electricity are called non-conductors or insulators. Now, unsa mga examples aning insulators? Materials that are made of plastic, silk or cloth, glass, leather, rubber, and wood are insulators. Nakabantay ba mo, children, kanang mga screwdriver ba nga gigamit sa mga electrician, especially if mag-Tesla kung naabay kuryente o wala ang outlet. Kabantay mo nga ang iyang handle is made of plastic. Kay nga naman, kung wala na siya giputos og plastic, posible nga makurintihan gyud ang electrician. But thanks to the insulator, which is the plastic, kay gi-protect niya no iyang gi-cover ang metal para dili ang muhawid ato dili siya makurintihan. Another example is ang kaning ato ang mga pot holders. Di ba pot holders are made of cloth usually. Gigamit siya para inighawas nanto sa init nga pots and pans, dili mainitan ato ang kamot kay dili man siya mo-allow sa heat to transfer gikan sa source padulong dito sa pot holder. I hope nasabtan no ang insulators ug conductors. Now, conductors are used to distribute electricity from power stations to homes. Tungod sa conductor children, naatay kuryente sa atong mga balay. Kay kung wala pa na sila, di ba sila ang mo-allow sa electricity to flow through them? Kung walay latayan ang kuryente, walay conductors, meaning walay agian ang kuryente, so dili siya maabot diri sa atong tagsa-tagsa ka mga balay. So without these materials, electricity would not be possible to each home. Kay nga noon sa man nga mga materials ang gigamit para mag-connect or magkuha og power source gikan sa power station padulong sa itong mga balay. Di ba wires man? And wires are made of copper, which is also a form of a metal. While insulators are used to protect us from heat and electricity. But thanks to the insulators na apod siya gamit para maprotekta from heat and electricity. No, kanang mga wires, kung wala na siya giputos og plastic or rubber, maunsa man ta kung mugamit na sa kuryente. Makuryentehan ta, inigsaksak nato kung ang plug made of metal na, for sure, we will get electrocuted, makuryentehan ta. So, naapoy gamit pareho ang conductors and insulators. Before ta mag-try og answer sa what's more activity, ato isang review ang conductors and insulators. When we say conductors, these allows electricity and heat to pass through. Examples are materials made of metals. When we say insulators, katong mga materials nga dili mo conduct sa heat and electricity. Examples, rubber, plastics, wood, paper, cloth. Kana mo na yung mga examples sa insulators. Now, muadto na ta sa what's more activity. Activity 3. Directions. Examine the pictures below. Identify materials that are good conductors of heat and electricity. Put a check on the line before the number. So, ato arang i-check diri children ang mga materials that are conductors of heat and electricity. Kung dili siya conductors of heat and electricity, wala lang tayo isulat ana nga number. Okay? Number 1, papers. Ang papel, is it a conductor or an insulator? Mualaw ba ang heat and electricity to pass? Mualaw ba ang paper for heat and electricity to pass through? Dili, di ba? So we will just leave it blank. Wala magingan ang instruction nga butangan siyag X. So just leave it blank. Number 2, metal spoon. Metal na siya daan. So naana tayo clue that it is a conductor. So butangan nato siya o check. Now for numbers 3, bamboo toothpick. Now made of, unsa man siya, bamboo, wood ra gihapon siya, no? Family siya sa wood. Coin, gold bars, staple wires, rubber bands, and silver ring. So kamo na ang bahala to answer numbers 3 to 8. I know for sure kaya na kaya ninyo i-answer kay nakasabot naman mo kung unsa ang conductors o insulators. Okay, let us now have activity 4. Directions. And scramble the letters in column B to form the word being described in column C. Write your answers on the blank provided in column A. So, atong i-unscramble or i-arrange ang mga scrambled letters sa column B, no? Pero asa man ta mangita sa itong clue, dito ta mangita sa column C. Let's say, for example, number 1, Material that allows heat and electricity to pass through. Sa mali siya. Very good. It's a conductor. So, isulat na to ang conductor under column A. Kanang space before sa number 1. So, ingon naon ra po ninyo pag-answer ang numbers 2 to 5. Now, for what I have learned activity, you are just going to fill in the blanks with the correct word to complete the paragraphs. Choose the answers from the word pool below. So, pareho last week, no? So, you are just going to fill in the blank with the correct word. Asa man mo mangita og answer, dinha sa word pool sa taas. So, nasabtan ra. Example, number 1, blank are materials that allow heat and electricity to flow easily through them. So, sa may answer? Okay, it's a conductor. So, kamo na pod ang mupadayon og answer. Gitaganda ta mo usa ka sample. For what I can do activity, you are just going to look around your house and list down materials that are conductors or insulators. So, manubay-subay ra mo sa inyong balay, unsa nga mga materials nga inyong makita ang conductors ug unsa pod ang insulators. So, maglista lang mo og 5 ka conductors and 5 ka insulators. So, daghan na po kay kung mga examples na mention kaganina, no? About conductors and insulators. So I believe you can do it. Now, for the assessment part, you're just going to read the questions carefully. Choose the letter, and then you encircle your answer. Again, read the questions carefully, choose and encircle the letter of the best answer. Okay, let's answer number 1. Which materials allow flow of heat and electricity? Unsa man to? Is it insulators, convectors, conductors, or non-conductors? Sakto. The correct answer is letter C. Kaning assessment, children, is 1 up to 10 ni siya na asa makita ra ninyo sa inyong module. So, mo ni siya ang number 6 to 10, no? So, ansira ninyo tanan children, ha? All you have to do is to encircle the letter of the correct answer. I hope you have learned something for today's discussion. Thank you, kids, for watching. Till next, this is your science teacher, Mrs. Joy Sherry C. Pandoy. Goodbye and keep safe.